We're with Paul Bruce. Paul Bruce is East Gloucesterite,
That's right.
and you have how many kids do you have?
I have two kids,
Two
a
kids,
3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
So we've been going to this park right around the corner for, 3 years. Certainly picnics before that, but yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, and so basically about, I don't know if it was 2 months ago, whatever it was, I stumbled upon the Save Cripple Cove
Yeah.
or whatever it was. Was it you that started this Facebook page?
Well, I started the Facebook page, but it was really on the impetus of a lady who's the daughter of the couple that takes care of the park. The lady's name's Alice and Mike Wheeler, and their daughter Ann called me up and said, "Look, we probably need to do something about this park because the wood chips are starting to degrade." And my father, he puts in a lot of time and energy mowing the lawn in the summertime, and then there's a lot of fixes to the thing that for better or for worse, it's really hard to get around to. So we said, well, somebody's already been doing this for decades. They've literally been taking care of the park for decades.
And we should mention this is Cripple. I don't know if I mentioned
Yes.
it before. It's Cripple Cove Park in East Gloucester, right across from Zeke's.
The official name is the Benjamin Smith Playground.
Right.
Because it's not an official park, but it might as well be because it's fenced around so your kids, won't run into the water. That's great. But it's at Cripple Cove, so if you land in a boat at Cripple Cove, you can literally just walk right up. It's a beautiful little place.
Sunsets are amazing there.
Yeah. People oftentimes you'll see somebody like a painter with their easel set up, painting that situation. But yeah.
So you're looking for solutions to maintain that park because, and not to take shots at the city or the DPW
Not
at all. That's not your intention. Your intention is to try to do something for give back to the community and
That's
find
right.
a sustainable model where you're talking about a landscaping thing or whatever. Or,
Yeah. So it really started in my mind with I love Mike and Alice Wheeler for the work they do. So I want to respect that work, And the best way I can respect work that is a lot of do it, not just talk about it, is to do something about it and not just talk about it. So that goes into the whole idea that, if you see something, it's one thing to raise it up. But after you start saying, oh, what's going to be done about it, you start to say, what can I do about it? And then you go and do something about it. So our plan was to replace the wood chips, and then in the short term, do something immediate and short term that's necessary. So let's replace the wood chips. And then the next objective, I would say, is to try to get some kind of, I hate to use the word sustainable, but like a reusable or sustainable situation where a landscape, if there's somebody in the landscaping business who wants good PR, to a couple of times in the season, come and mow the lawn. They're already taking care of the trash, so there's somebody that picks up the trash every day. That's Alice and Mike. And if you see something, pick it up. That's all you got to do. But then the next step is to kind of say, well, let's figure out how we can take care of this as a community, rather than just expecting it to be done. Because when you put a trash in a barrel and then all of a sudden that barrel tips over, nobody comes around and says, "Oh, I guess it's my job to take care of that." So it's one thing
unless you're done or out of zoning.
Yeah. Bring bags now.
It's one thing to do your duty and put something in the trash, but when the trash tips over, that's the idea. Is that whose responsibility is that? If we just say, well, it's the town's all the time, then it's kind of like that might not get done, might not be communicated in time to actually have a nice community situation. Besides which, I found that I got to know more of my community simply by just going and saying, I will put in an extra half hour or an hour here or there. Just figuring out what kind of wood chips, who to talk to, how to actually get this done. This is Ann Wheeler. She really did a lot of work, and there's 3 of us on what's called the Benjamin Smith Playground Committee.
Who are the other 2?
The other 2 are Kim Parsons and myself, Paul Bruce, and then Ann Wheeler.
And
So-
Alice's daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and that's Ann. And so if you want to contact us if you have any questions or if you'd like to donate some money, you can go by the park. We have a Facebook page, that's Benjamin Smith Playground, and you can contact us that way. Same information is on a nice little blue sort of like community board that Mike put up. So he, out of his own accord, he put up a nice little board so that we can post stuff to that. So little business cards. If you'd like to do a little bit of work, help out as a business, hey, you get to show that you support local community in that way.
Very cool. And how do they find it on the Facebook?
It would be facebook.com/Benjamin Smith Playground, but you can also use the search feature and just say Benjamin Smith Playground or Cripple Cove.
Either one will work?
Yeah, either one will work. The Cripple Cove page is starting to be retired, and there's information on how to get to the actual page. It's one of those things where, using the name that the town has is one of the ways that we can show that we're really supporting the town and supporting the community.
I know it was the Benjamin Smith Playground, and I knew that I remember a long time ago, my dad was kind of upset because he said they're calling it Cripple Cove Playground, but the family of Benjamin Smith put up this, that was their legacy to kind of go to walk over that.
Actually,
Wasn't that fairly recently though? Was that like 5 or 6 years ago that it was renamed the Ben Smith Playground when he passed away? Or
No, that's been the Benjamin Smith Playground since I was I'm 46 and forever as far as I can remember. So
some
anyway,
people call it the little pink park.
and I heard the Purple Park too. So all right, thanks so much, Paul.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We'll
no
put this on the blog. We'll put a link on the post, and thanks for all the work you're doing.
Thank you very much.